It's early in the morning, sitting in the car, in the rain. Sometimes I wonder why I don't just move out to the car when I listen to the news and all the things that are going on right now. I think it is the time that we come face to face with evil. I had a class once on evil where we had different people from all these different religious perspectives and mystical perspectives and social science just come together. And we had this conference for a whole week on what evil was. We talked about it, had examples of it, everything. And we came to the conclusion that what evil was using the energy that could be used for the good in order to hinder or to stop any progress that would naturally occur that would make everybody happy, make everybody peaceful, and create a better world for each and every person. We saw, you see, the good as something being natural, something coming out of living and working together and getting to know each other and getting in contact with our divine selves. Whereas evil stops that. It makes that impossible. It steps in the way so growth can't take place. One of the things we were talking about evil about was the fact that nowadays we have evil people who are basically evil in charge of our system. If you look at everything that made the system good, if you look at everything that made the system grow, if you look at everything that makes the system move towards equity, compassion, taking care of all of the problems we have, including green energy, the lack of green energy, and all of the pollution and all of that, we'll see that this administration and many around the world are trying to block people from growing, trying to block people from creating things that are energy free or clean energy, even passing laws in order to stop people from progressing. They're trying to destroy the type of education that would make us greater people and make us bigger people, trying to destroy religion, trying to capture it so that we can't become expansive. We can't see the beauty and the wonder in the universe and in ourselves because they give us some old, staunchy, monstrous thing that we're supposed to call God that is worse than the most hard-hearted monarch on this earth. Year after year, century after century, people have risen up and hindered the growth and the happiness of human beings and even the ability of animals and plants and everything on this earth to prosper. And nowadays we find ourselves in the midst of evil people doing evil things. And I think the first thing that we need to do in order to help stop this is to label it as what it really is. It is evil. And there's no bargaining with evil.
Why do you think that health and wealth sound similar? Because when one has true wealth, it means being healthy, having a good family, and a good life. It doesn't only mean having money. And that is why we are trying to create opportunities for you to have wealth in your life. At Diana Sarah Holistic Health. Join us at www.nextstepcoaching.mysite.com.
As a person who has been a minister and who is a minister and a very spiritual, so-called spiritual person, I've noticed how a lot of us, I'm included, have sort of tried to stay clear of the idea of this evil, absolute evil. We've concentrated on light and good, but the truth is that there are evil people who do evil things. And I myself am beginning to wonder if these people are people who are impossible to redeem because they have no redemptive qualities. I am starting to wonder if these people are actually incapable of changing, incapable of growth. incapable of love, especially love of self, because I think all of their actions come forth from a twisted and warped mindset, a twisted subconscious view of themselves as inferior, horrible, no good beings who have to be destroyed. But rather than having the moral courage to go inside and to deal with these negative feelings, what they do is they project those feelings to people outside of themselves, and then by beating, by contorting, by stripping the natural world of all goodness, they think that they are exorcising that negativity. They're destroying that negativity, but the negativity is never destroyed because it is in them, a major part of them. But the lack of moral courage and character doesn't allow them to see that. So they gather all of these worldly goods to prove that they have worth. They move to positions of power to prove that they have worth. They find people who are prosperous, good, gentle, and happy. They can't stand those people because those people are in opposition to their underlying belief about themselves. So in turn they try to destroy them also. They try to destroy them because somewhere in their minds they realize that they themselves chose evil in order to prosper, and these people who did not choose evil and prosper create a great deal of cognitive dissonance and guilt for them. So they have to be diminished or destroyed also. And so I guess the best thing to do nowadays is to fight against this evil by basically holding on to what is good and proliferating what is good. Teaching everyone that we can all of the things that they're trying to steal away from religion and the educational system, staying in the places of power and fighting to stay there as decent human beings instead of getting disgusted and leaving, standing up for what is good even though it is painful, and remembering that we come from a long line of decent people fighting for liberty and justice and giving love and parenting to their children generation after generation, so that they might help to create a better world and destroy the very evil that I'm talking about. And that is my little short video for today, my friends. I want you to remember us. Visit our website. You can find the link below. You can find our podcast, the address for our YouTube channel, and all of those things. And if you would subscribe to some of those, it would help us greatly. Thank you very much in advance. And have a great day. Namaste, everyone.